Isang pagbalak araw po sa ating lahat. Welcome back po sa ating 365 Daily Devotion with Pastor Russell Ocampo. So, ang topic po natin for today, who is Satan? At syempre, patuloy pa rin po tayo sa ating Bible character edition. So, concept natin for today, Satan. Who is Satan according to the Bible? Satan is a real being created by God as an angel but who rebelled against him. In the Bible, he is called a serpent, the deceiver, an enemy of God's people. From the very beginning, Satan tried to turn humans away from God by using lies and doubt. In the garden, he spoke to Eve with words that sounded wise but were meant to destroy trust in God. Satan does not create evil on his own, but he twists what God has made good. The Bible teaches that Satan is powerful but not equal to God. He is always under God's control, and his defeat is already promised. God declared that one day the offspring of the woman would crush the serpent's head. This promise points to Jesus, who came to defeat Satan through his death and resurrection. At makita natin ito sa Revelations chapter 12 verse 9. Ang sabi dito, the great dragon were hurled down, the ancient serpent called the devil or Satan, who leads the whole world astray. He was hurled on the earth and his angels with him. At yun po, isa-share ko po yung mga natutunan ko sa naging topic po natin for today. Magsisimula po tayo sa ating teaching. First teaching, Satan is the serpent of old. So sinabi dito na si Satan, siya yung pinakamatandang serpent. Sa ating second teaching naman, Satan is the accuser of believers. So si Satan, siya din pala yung pinagbubuntawan or na-accuse nating ng mga believers ng ating Panginoon. Sa ating third teaching naman, Satan is the deceiver of humanity. So, kung anong kasalanan ng mga taong napupunta yun kay Satan. At dadako tayo sa ating application. First application, submit to God and resist the devil. So, lahat na meron tayo, kailangan natin siya ibigay kay God. And syempre, tanggihan natin yung mga kasalanan. Sa ating second application naman, stop dwelling in temptation, flee from it. So, tinggilan na daw natin yung pagkakaroon ng kasalanan. Palayain na natin yung sarili natin dun. Sa third application naman, speak God's word, believe it and obey it. So, kailangan natin patuloy na isalita or sabihin yung salita ng Panginoon at maniwala tayo dun. Sa ating discussion, what is the importance of fleeing from Satan temptation instead of dwelling in it? Para sa akin kasi, kapag tayo is nalalayo sa kasalanan kay Satan, syempre, puro kabutihan na lang ng Diyos yung gagawin natin. Yan sa ating alternative version of the William Jones devotion. Natutulong ko sa devotion natin na kung sino talaga si Satan and how can you practically apply it. So, may apply ko sa sarili kong devotion natin yun sa pamamagitan ng iwasan na lahat ng mga kasalanan. Syempre, kay God lamang manatili. So, ayan lang po for today's discussion. Thank you for watching.